Hi, I'm Pat Mangan, Director of Governance Education at NRECA. Welcome to Governance Talk. My guest today is Susan Olander. Susan, you are the Vice President and General Counsel at Federated Rural Electric Insurance Exchange. Thanks for coming in today.
Appreciate the invitation, Pat.
I want to talk to you about something that you and I have discussed quite a bit over the years.
Mhm.
And that is the fact that directors live in small towns. Everybody knows each other.
Sure.
And when they go out to the store, to church, to a school board meeting, a basketball game, a football game, members of the co-op will come up and ask them questions. And certainly you want to be responsive, but there are guardrails that one needs to keep in mind. Would you agree?
I would agree 100%. And where I see directors going off the guardrails is when the conversation starts. Hey, I saw your son did a great job in the basketball game the other night. And all of a sudden, the next question is, what are you guys going to do about rates? So the conversation has started personal, and it gets into an area you may or may not want to be talking about as a director. Because think about it, you have a fiduciary duty of loyalty. And one of the elements of loyalty is confidentiality.
Yeah.
And you have to maintain confidentiality. And I often get asked, well, how do I know if it's confidential or not?
Right.
And I've got a rule of thumb. If it's not in the approved board minutes, if it's not been released publicly or been the subject of a co-op press release, and if it's not something that everybody generally knows, it's confidential.
Good rule of thumb.
And you can't talk about confidential information. You can talk about generalities. And you don't want to be mean or nasty or
Sure, you want
standoffish.
to be responsive.
You want to
It's a
be-
neighbor, it's a friend,
You are an ambassador for the cooperative.
certainly.
But you have to think about, I can talk about this, I can't talk about that. And you definitely should not discuss something that might be the subject of executive session. Personnel matters, acquisitions and mergers, land acquisitions, potential financing you're going to be engaging in, discussions of whether you want to go into broadband, for example.
All right.
All of that's confidential. No
Yeah.
decision has been made.
Okay.
Nothing has been put in the minutes yet. Another example, Pat, is, and I have heard this multiple times, so I think it occurs a fair amount. A director is out in town, at a game, wherever, and is approached about a disciplinary matter that an employee of the cooperative has faced. And the frequent comment is Joe, Jack, Susie, Mary, whomever. They're good people.
Yeah.
It was a mistake. They didn't mean to do that. They can't afford to have a day, 2 days, a week off without pay.
That's it.
Can't you do something?
Tell me what you say as a director in that situation.
My only employee is the CEO. The board does not get involved in disciplinary matters or management of the employees. That is the CEO's responsibility. I would be happy to take your name and number and have the CEO call you, or you may contact the cooperative on your own.
So let's say the co-op is building a new building.
Okay.
You're at a football game, somebody comes up, hello, niceties and so forth. That's a pretty fancy building you're building down there. Are you going to have to raise rates to pay for it?
The bigger question is the perception the member has that you're building the Taj Mahal. And to offset that impression, maybe you talk about what was wrong with the old building. Or maybe you sold the old building because the land was something somebody wanted and you made really good money. Talk about why you're building the new building. Cooperative people don't build new buildings just because they want to. There is a reason. The old building needed new HVAC, new wiring, was completely out of code, and it would have cost way too much money to bring it up to code and make it a comfortable working environment for the employees. Maybe you acquired more land because you needed to build a bigger pole barn, or you needed to have a bigger building for all your bucket trucks. And
So you're doing a little educating here.
you're doing educating, and you're at the same time reinforcing this is not the Taj Mahal. We have better security now so we can protect our employees. We have better facilities for training and learning. We have better wiring so that our internet system works better.
Mhm.
Just the education. You're not going to get into, and because we built this new building, here's what it looks like on our balance sheet, and here's how much we're going to have to raise rates. That's not what you're doing here. What you're doing here is simply saying, here's the why of the new building.
Susan Olander, thanks very much for chatting with me today.
Thank you, Pat.